to help you find spiritual solutions to life's problems. Welcome, I'm T.S. Hall, the Stoic Medium, and I'll be leading your service today. I teach old souls, empaths, and highly sensitive people how to develop and master their psychic and healing abilities. We do that through the Spirit360 Fellowship, our online church, Old Soul Academy, our online psychic and healing arts institute, and through my personal spiritual mentorship and coaching. Welcome. If this place feels right, if it rings true, consider subscribing to our channel. Join our community of like minds and kindred spirits as we walk parallel but individual paths towards spiritual perfection. This live stream is a pre-recorded version of our live services that we hold each Sunday morning via Zoom at 7:30 and 10:30 a.m. Pacific Time. You're invited to join us. Go to spirit360.org, click the Get Your Invite button, and we will email you instructions how to attend one of our Zoom services. Again, welcome. Our agenda for today is we will first do a stillness meditation practice, followed immediately by a guided spiritual energy healing visualization. Then I will share this week's spiritual lesson, which is G is for God. Specifically, what is the God frequency? Then we will conduct an absence healing service, which you can participate with while we are live streaming this event, followed by a channeled spirit guide message. If you join us live via Zoom, we offer spirit guide messages to each person in attendance for their highest and best good. And the very last thing we will do is set the intention for the week, create a context for our actions to bring about the life we want. Thanks for joining. 360 Fellowship, we practice a Zazen style of total silence meditation. We call the practice a stillness meditation. And we found that it's the quickest way to quiet your mind, so you open the spiritual eyes of your soul to see things as they really are. We recommend you do this meditation practice twice each day. It starts with a 5-minute focused concentration followed by a 5-minute silence. I use the Insight timer and I set it up for a 10-minute practice with 1 bell after 5 minutes. After I say Reverend Bradley's request, when you hear the first bell, I want you to hold a spot in your mind's eye to the exclusion of all other thoughts. I want you to hold it there. If it drifts away, I want you to bring it back. If your mind goes somewhere else, I just want you to bring it back. The meditation practice is actually refocusing, redirecting your mind to do what you want to rather than what it wants to. When you hear the second bell, I want you to release this image and allow it to drift down to stillness, to silence, to nothing. And then for the next 5 minutes, I want you to be there with absence of thought. If you start to think, just come back, just come back, just come back. That is the meditation practice, training your brain to do what you want it to do rather than what it wants to do. Then you'll hear the bamboo clap and stay in a quiet, receptive space, and we'll start our guided healing visualization. If you know the words to Reverend Bradley's request, please join me now. Otherwise, just listen to the words and allow them to inspire and set the intention for this meditation practice. Open, O blessed Spirit, the spiritual eyes of my soul, that I may be released from the darkness overspreading me by the delusions of the outward senses, that I may perceive and understand those things spiritual. Complete your meditation. And as you complete your meditation, allow your body to shift a little bit if need be, so you're comfortable. But keep your mind in a quiet, receptive space, a place of thinking tranquility, a place I like to call the eye of the storm, a place where the chaos of the world remains at arm's length, but more importantly, the tempest of your thinking and emotions remains calm. In this eye of the storm, you can see things as they really are. You're within a safe harbor, a spiritual stronghold, your personal spiritual ashram. This is your special place. And as you dwell in this place at the threshold between your spirit and your body, allow yourself to be you. Very good. This is an absence. This is our guided healing visualization. The intention for this healing is to restore harmony in your physical body so you can experience health, harmony, complete peace of mind, and well-being. And as we set this intention, I want you to scan around your eye of the storm, your spiritual stronghold, your ashram, your safe harbor, and find a place where it feels like a healing center, an area for healing and harmony. And as I walk towards mine, I notice there's a small door. The small door says, Terry's Healing Center. As I approach the door, it automatically opens. As I cross the threshold, it closes behind me. The moment it closes behind me, a brilliant white healing luminescence fills the room. And as I feel this warmth, this perfect texture, this perfect brightness, this perfect harmony within my healing center, I notice that my spiritual batteries are not at 100%, but it shows the indicator right next to the battery meter that says we're charging. So our spiritual batteries are being recharged in our healing center. And as our overall spiritual batteries get recharged, I want you to scan your body from the top of your head down to the soles of your feet. And notice if there are any areas that require a little extra TLC, a little extra healing energy. For me, those areas, it's kind of like you rub your hand across a table that hasn't been thoroughly cleaned and it's still got a little residual syrup, kind of a stickiness. So as I scan my body, I'm looking for anything that doesn't feel harmonious, doesn't feel clean. And as my spiritual batteries are still recharging by being in this spiritual center of healing for me, designed by me, for me, my mind directs my attention to those areas that need a little extra TLC. And what I want to do is put my hands together about 6 or 8 inches apart, and I want you to imagine a white ball between them. Now this white ball is a little bit brighter, a little bit more intense, a little bit more luminescent than the surrounding healing energy in your healing center. And as you make it more solid, more real, and you be sure you're not just thinking about it, but you actually feel it. I feel tingling in my palms and my fingers. It feels solid. As it becomes more real, more tangible, the more solid it feels, like a softball between my hands. But it's a brilliant white healing luminescence, the perfect texture, the perfect temperature to restore harmony in my physical body. Very good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take and release this healing energy into your throat chakra. And as it enters your body, direct that orb to the different areas that need a little extra TLC. And as your mind directs it, notice how as it enters the area that needs attention, that area immediately is healed, is cleansed, all disharmony is removed. And direct it to the next area and the next area. As soon as this healing orb comes in contact with the area of concern, notice the concern disappears, replaced with harmony, wellness, health, the essence of you. And as you scan your body one more time to see if there are any other trouble areas, notice that your spiritual battery is at 99.9% charged. And as you finish scanning your body, you reach 100% spiritual battery recharge. You're reinvigorated, you're revitalized, you're recharged to take on life. And understand that this spiritual recharge reminds your physical body of what harmony is. And over the next 2 to 3 days, will continue to materialize in your physical body the perfection you just created in your spirit body, your light body, the essence of you that continues to live after the physical body ceases to live. And smile and relax. And let's solidify our healing work with these few affirmations. You can either follow along with mine or say ones that work for you. I am healthy. I am well. I am enough. I am worthy. I deserve health. I deserve wealth. I deserve love. I bring about harmony. I produce right meditation. I engage right thought. I take right action. I cause good karma. I am healthy. I am well. I am greatly loved. I am the one. And together we say, and so it is. And I applaud your efforts this morning in taking the right action for being here with us at Spirit360 Fellowship. You furthered that right action by doing your meditation, followed by a guided spiritual energy healing visualization. Bravo. Thank you for caring enough about yourself to give yourself these gifts. It's an honor to have you here. This week's spiritual lesson is G is for God, but more specifically, what is the God frequency? And I think the answer will surprise you. Well, at least surprise the physical you. The spiritual you already knows, doesn't it? If you want to meet God, meet your maker before you die, this video will help you do so. But we're not talking about the God of religion, no. We're talking about that God of spirit, as Jesus said in John 4:24. God is spirit, but not a spirit without, but the spirit within. What is the God frequency? It's an odd question for someone who's meditated and dealt with spirituality and developed his psychic and healing abilities for the last 30 years. Because the God frequency is you, your frequency, your vibration, the very essence of the spiritual you. And spiritual practices helps you meet your maker, because your maker is in essence you, your mind, your thinking, and more importantly, your spiritual experiences in this lifetime and the previous lifetimes that have led you here. As I mentioned, Jesus said that God is spirit. And for a long time, I thought that meant our spirit guides and teachers, our spirit friends on the other side who choose to be with us, our loved ones who hang around with us as we walk this three-dimensional path. But the more I've begun to understand, the more I've truly dug deeply past the delusions of my outward senses and into my spiritual awareness, the more I realize that the spirit Jesus was referring to was the spirit self, me, the spiritual essence of who I am, the part of me that will transcend and live beyond the death of this physical body. And it's through spiritual practice, the practices that we teach here at Spirit360 Fellowship, and the skills you develop at Old Soul Academy, that you begin to pierce the veil of delusions created by your outward senses. As we say in Reverend Bradley's request, to open the spiritual eyes of your soul to perceive those things spiritual. And as you perceive those things spiritual, your intuitive knowing from the spirit realm, not from your physical realm, your personality realm, you will start to see how the shadows of the future unfold before you, but more importantly, you will always know what your next step will be, and you're never surprised. The only question for me, as we begin to unfold this mystery of the God frequency, of the God within, of meeting your Maker, is how much we become addicted to drama. You see, when you're fully aware, when you come face to face to God every day through your meditation and your spiritual practices, and you realize that that God is within you, the spirit you have to be able to accept things as they really are. But accepting things as they really are isn't hard. Giving up the way you think things should be, that's very hard. That's the realm of drama. And if you're willing to give up drama and do a few simple practices every day, while it's not an easy path, it is a straight and narrow path, the middle path, the path within. So the God frequency is simply this: your vibration, the essence of you. And the more material you can make that vibration expressed in your physical body, the more harmony, the more happiness, fulfillment, and satisfaction you will create in your life. You will start to thrive, because every idea and every ideal that you've had up until the moment of meeting the face of God gets recontextualized when you truly know your spiritual nature. This is our absence healing service. This is an opportunity for you to send healing energy to your friends and loved ones. There are 3 parts to this. The first part is yours, to hold an image in your mind's eye of the person to whom you'd like to send the healing to, as if you're looking at a photograph on their very, very best day of their life. My job is to project and create and hold the healing energy. Then in an opening prayer, I will invite our spirit guides and teachers to take the energy I project and send it to those you image for their highest and best good. Prayer alone doesn't work because it doesn't have these 3 components: healing energy directed to a specific vibration and sent to that vibration by a conscious mind. And please begin with a bell. I invite our spirit guides and teachers to assist us sending these healing energies to those so imaged for their highest and best good, that they may experience health, harmony, complete peace of mind, and well-being. Begin with a bell. I thank our spirit guides and teachers for their assistance in directing these healing energies to those imaged for their highest and best good. Amen. That's our absence healing service. And I thank you for your love and generosity in taking the time to send healing to your friends and loved ones. Because indeed, healing is an act of unconditional love. At Spirit360 Fellowship, we practice mediumship. And mediumship is one of the psychic skills and abilities that we teach at the Old Soul Academy. Next, I will be sharing a message with you from one of my spirit guides and teachers. Some people like to call this channeled guidance. I call it inspirational speaking. If you were joining us live during our Zoom services, I would be offering each of you a message for your highest and best good from our spirit guides and teachers. To get your invite, go to spirit360.org, click the Get Your Invite button, and we will email you instructions how you can join us Sunday mornings at 7:30 and 10:30 a.m. for our live spiritual but not religious church services. Let me see who would like to share a message with us for our highest and best good right now. This should be fun. My joy guide, Christopher, steps forward. Christopher's about 6.5, 7 years old. He's got one big tooth in the front and a snaggle tooth right next to it. He kind of looks like Buster Brown. So let's see what Christopher wants to share with us today. Let's play a game. When was the last time someone asked you that? What did you say? Was it a young person who wanted to simply play, to feel connected, to be entertained? Or was it an adult who was really wanting some kind of competition so they can show who's better? But allow yourself to consider this. Let's play a game can be anything you make it. Games are fun, even if they're competitive. Of course, everyone wants to win. But if you're having fun, even losing allows you to express certain parts of you. You know, I watch this entity as he gets so serious, especially when he makes mistakes. And that started a long time ago when he first started to play games. You know, having fun, hide and seek, tag, Red Robin, dodgeball, are how we learn to connect and be with other people. But too often, as you get older, you're more worried about the game of making money, the game of dating. You're not even playing the more sophisticated games like chess. I like checkers better. It's faster and easier to play. But as you allow yourself to consider playing games, not mind games, but real games, think back to a time where you were free enough to simply play. Yeah. Many people want to go back to simpler times. But remember, time is only not simple because your mind won't allow it to be. Train yourself to be here now in this moment, playing the game of life. But remember, you get to make up the rules in the game of your life. Have fun. So that was my joy guide, Christopher. It's so interesting, the feelings I get when I'm working with him. He's got this innocence feeling of a child, but there's a sophistication and a depth in his vibration of knowing. Anyway, I can't wait to see what was said. I know it was about playing games, but that's about all I can track when I'm doing the inspirational speaking. So that's our messages service. Again, if you want to receive a message from Spirit, go to spirit360.org to get your invite. And I thank Christopher for his contribution to our highest and best good as we play this game of life. All right, let's set this week's intention. And the way we do this is quite unique. And I stumbled upon this as I was really figuring out how to teach people to do absence healing. And the way we do this is I want you to put up your left hand. And as you put up your left hand, I want you to lean to the left and ask the teacher who stands on your left, yeah, there is one there, to hold your left hand. For me, it's Nathan. If not, if you don't know their name, just call him Lefty. And then lean to your right with your right hand up and invite Righty, for my case, Tao Chuan Ling, to hold your hand. And as we stand here connected with our spirit guides and teachers, I invite our spirit guides and teachers to reach out to all others who are here now present, live with us during this Sunday morning, and complete the circle. And as we connect across time and space through our spirit guides and teachers, I want you to feel the energy flow in through your right hand and out through your left hand, as together we're connected as a community of like minds and kindred spirits. And in this connection, I want you to imagine that it's next Sunday, 1 week from today, and you've accomplished what it is you want to bring about. It's a done deal. It's in the books. How does that feel? What's the experience? And express the experience as a way of being happy, being relieved, being accomplished, being complete, being strong, being powerful, being forgiving. Whatever that way of that feeling is, having completed what it is you know you needed to complete. We use that sense, that beingness, as our context for the week. So if you're happy, the context for our week is to do have every thought and action in the context of being happy. If it's being fulfilled, the same thing. Every thought, every action is in the context of fulfillment. And as we get present to that experience of being, having completed what it is we wanted to bring about, I invite our spirit guides and teachers to help us open our eyes that we may see, our ears that we may hear, our minds that we may understand, but more importantly, our hearts that we may give and receive love freely as we walk our paths this next week, accomplishing what there is for us to bring about, and bringing it about as desired. And as I thank our spirit guides and teachers for their connection with us today, together we say, and so it is. And I offer you each my highest blessings. Thanks for joining us for this pre-recorded live stream of our Sunday services. And until we connect next time, stay spirit strong.